I hope you're ready for a marketing discussion. I'm Anita Erker, and I'm coming from the Rezolut. We are a Web3 full-cycle marketing agency. And today we will talk a bit about what is changing in the marketing. What is that which Web3 industry is bringing as a new tactics, as a new strategy, as a new opportunities. So let's see what can be new. I mean, marketing so far from 1930s started with being focused on the facts, right? Putting people who are well known to the society and highlighting the facts, like the number of physicians or, people who are backing the data in order to sell to a consumer. Then in 2018 or 19, we saw also the full focus on experience. This is well known, breaking the speed of sound, RZLT campaign, as well as Coca-Cola VR experience. And I mean, in that moment, the emotion was in a focus, right? It was how consumers see and experience what brands have to offer. And then in the latest years, we also see the very first ad on a blockchain, which is made from 68 Bitcoin transaction. And this was something super new for the marketing people. The good thing is that this ad costed only $35, and it's forever stored on the blockchain, of course, that's the beauty. And it reached more than 50 million people back 2 or 3 years ago, as well as well-known Time NFT cover, which is sold for, back 1 year ago, for 83 Ether, which was back then more than $130K. Okay, and is there cool, but what is now new? The latest Edelman Trust report is telling us that people are expecting much more from the brand. They are now expecting that brand do something with the society, that they start and lead the changes in a society, which are some of them give money to the good causes or other societal challenges, or also tell the hard truth. At the moment, as you can see, back then, a few years ago, culture was associated with the brands. That was enough. But now, from 2022, it's no longer enough. Currently, brand relevance is a mixture of the culture, purpose, and society, meaning whatever you're doing as a part of, on behalf of your company and your brand, you need to address different things. First of all, you need to culturally support your society. You need to have a purpose which is very clear and communicated to your community, and you need to give back and activate the society. Also very important is that me is no longer in a focus. Currently, it's all about we. We, in a sense that, this sentence is something you heard before, but brands that focus on making the world a better place. But not in a sense just making a world a better place, but helping people to do some good action together with the rest of people. That's why community as such is in the main focus. I would like also to see one video which is helping us to understand this better.
Gotta move. Gotta get out. Gotta leave this place. Some other place, some brand new place, some place where each face that I see won't be staring back at me, telling me what to be and how to be it. Some place where I can just be me. Gotta move. Got to get out. Gotta leave this town. Gotta change my life. Gotta find my life. I'll find me a place in some new town, and baby, when I find me that new place, then maybe I
zero in the way of possibility. Introducing Zero Carb Bud Light next.
Maybe one more time, or you heard it? Okay, so I think you saw the point. The point is that like being moved, change the place, let's do something, action, action, action. Not doing it together, do it with a lot of people, see some new world, right? Experience something completely different. And this is the campaign from the Bud Light, who also has NFTs with the double background on OpenSea, more than 12,700 pieces. And it's bringing something completely new to the marketing. So as you can see, product is at the end, right? Maybe you saw some product placement in the mid of the video, but it's not in a focus. In the focus is emotion and good vibe. So this is one example of what, marketing is in the Web3 industry about, and which brings us to the new topic, agnostic. Agnostic in a sense, it's a brand agnostic, it's a product agnostic, it's an age and user agnostic. What that means? Let's first see brand and product agnostic. It means that currently brands has to create a balance between the brand story, the brand vision, and the value they are providing to the users. And this value is no longer just the added value to the market, like we are bringing something completely new, no one else is selling or offering that on the market, but it's essentially understanding the user needs and then customizing your solution towards those audience niche, as well as experience, which we mentioned a few times by now. User agnostic. I mean, let's start only with decentralized identity, right? No one is obliged or asked to provide name, surname, email address, and so on, and that's the beauty of the Web3. But what that means for marketing team, it means that at the moment, we really need to go out there, we really need to talk with the people, to be active constantly, to hear the feedback, to have that two-way conversation in order to understand who is on the other side, even though that other side also no longer exists. Marketing team is and should be a part of the community. We are together creating the change. In the marketing theory, just to provide the background, user agnostic means if you have a gap more than 15 years between your user segments. For example, if your audience for purchasing your product is 24 to 35 and then 45 to 54. So if you have more than 15 years in between, then your go-to-market strategy should be kind of agnostic. It doesn't matter who is there, you communicate to that segment, right? To a little bit wider segment of the audience. Luckily, Web3 is changing that, so you need to really understand them and even better to ask them what you want, how we can be better. Here is the example of the age agnostic previously mentioned. So it doesn't matter who is, offering, creating the brand or buying your product. Here is the example of the 13-year-old girl, which we don't know the identity of this girl, otherwise, I guess it wouldn't be allowed, but who became a multimillionaire by selling the NFTs. And also you can see a little bit older, but I really don't want to put any limitation, just to describe the image, a little bit older people who also can be part of the creators' economy and, start their own business and be millionaires as well. Marketing as such should support all those different age groups. And by saying this, we are coming to the very important part, community-owned. In the Web3 industry, nothing is individual, nothing is owned by a brand. Everything should be community-owned. Community-owned, this is just a visualization. I guess all of you saw this. It's a Reddit places where different communities start engaging to every 5 minutes put 1 pixel to draw something, to leave a mark, to present their own brand or a company. And okay, it will go in in loop. And who doesn't have an account on a Reddit, they can also take a part of this amazing art, but every 20 seconds they can leave 1 pixel. Almost all crypto communities were present here. So from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, Cardano, NIR, everyone was here. And a lot of fights, virtual fights, happen in this virtual place. People try to, as you can see, delete what you are writing. They try to draw on your drawing. And it really tells us how people can get together. If you go and check on a Reddit, some subreddits, you will find people who are organizing and making a plan, making a go-to-market strategy, how they will, grab a piece of this virtual place. And this is essentially telling us and showing us the value of the community and the power of the community. And recurring members, so Web 2 was all about acquiring, it was all about acquisition of the users. Web 3 is changing that. At the moment, you just need to find the best way to engage your community. And if you are not finding that way, you have plenty of different marketing tactics to try. One thing is like the ultimum, it's not a rule, but kind of not written rule, it's experiment. Go there, try different things, working, not working, just change it and be honest and engage your people. Around this screenshot, you can see plenty of different things, how you can engage people, from testing to different giveaways. And I'm sure there's plenty of product owners here and also C-levels from the company that when you are starting a project and thinking about the marketing is it's not anymore how you will communicate, what is the funnel, what is the top, what is the bottom of the tunnel. It's much more from a week to the week, what different tactics you will use and also what you have to give away. There is a saying, give to get back, right? So Web3 is all about that. It's how your community can feel they're part of the story, they're together with you building something, that they're valued at the end of the day, and that if they engaged, they know why they are doing that. Someone will see that, someone will support, and it can be the initial or integral part of marketing strategy and better position on the market of one brand. Tomorrow we will hear from Nemanja Cerovac much more about DAOs, but when talking about the community, I cannot miss a chance to talk about decentralized autonomous organizations. And since tomorrow it's a comprehensive speech, I will just mention autonomy part, what that means. It's a technical plus cultural decentralization. I mean technical meaning what tools you are using, of course, how permission decentralized autonomous organization is. But then we have this cultural decentralization moment, which means how the decision-making process is made. It's ethos of a DAO. And beside that, for DAO is very important to understand that now every community has everyone what they need, from tools to way how they can organize in order to start, create the action and lead that action. And this is very helpful for a community. I mean, we are seeing those days many different DAOs, from investment, research DAO, to art DAOs, to, just those offline NGOs, like ecological. I mean, their idea of what they want in the offline world, we are currently seeing everything just moving to the blockchain. If I need to provide example, is ecology-oriented DAO. Additionally, of course, I'm sure all of you heard about the decentralized social media. Well, social media as such is in the heart of the marketing. I mean, those are the channels we use in order to communicate to our audience, in order to hear them and activate them. But with the blockchain, we are seeing the change where the power is given back to the community. There is no more centralized power, and for Web3 companies and also marketing team, this is important because situation like back in March this year and also previous March when Twitter banned everyone who is mentioning crypto or just, talking about NFTs is no longer possible. And at the moment we are seeing around us a birth of decentralized social media. And if we support this, and if we also, as business owners and marketing people, start going there and communicating there, not only on centralized media, they will be live much faster, and we need that. So just as a note, please try. There are plenty of them. There is Mirrors, Diaspora. There is also Signal. If you just do a basic research, you will see that almost for every social channel there is an alternative, or currently called alternative, but better choice in decentralized world. Experience. So we mentioned experience from the beginning a lot. And experience is really something which is selling. But not only, maybe video will start, but not only experience in a sense like we saw on the ad. You are selling how someone will feel and what they can experience by interacting with your brand. It's more experience of the community towards your brand. That means that at the moment, almost every member of a team should have a contact with the community members. Ask Me Anything. I don't know, open doors for people who just want to ask or learn more about your product. There is also town halls where you record, or live sessions, right? Community at the moment is supporting businesses also by taking a decision or supporting to make a decision about the roadmap, about the branding, about how they will spend a marketing budget or any other budget. And that is experience I'm talking at the moment. Don't close yourself in a box. Go out there. Don't be scared to use and to use the opportunity and ask people what they expect from you. Because currently, every individual is facing so much different choices on the market. Just see the NFT market, right? You are not sure what to buy. You can decide by what you like or what someone else is telling you. Experience is what helps people to make that purchasing decision. If they have a team on the other side who is ready to support, to answer, to tell what is next, and to hear how we can be better for both sides. It's not promo. I tried to put a pose, but it's not working. What I wanted to visually present here is, just a second, okay. Let's be here and try to remember the video. So what I wanted to show you is that through the metaverse and 3D realities, we can experience differently the space. So for the marketing team, that means we are getting a plenty of space for a promotion. You saw a lot of billboards, right? You also saw NFT galleries. You saw a fashion shows and fashion shopping rooms. Those are the places where marketing is going to happen. It's already happening, but in the future, potentially is going just to happen there. It's not expensive, it's super fast to organize, and it's going to be stored forever. If you see what is currently happening on the market, you want to place your PR, for example, in some media outlet. After 1 week, they will delete that PR. It's no longer there. No one knows who didn't saw at that moment. No one can find it again. So with the immersive 3D virtual space, we are getting much more tools for the marketing, for the communication of a product. But that's not all. As you can see above, very important is speed of innovation. This is all part of the experience I was previously talking about. Speed of innovation, speed of updates, open, honest communication, the power of employer branding, creators economy. What you as a company or as a team can give to the community. Market going up, going down. What that means for the marketing strategy, right? It means only one. Use that time to create. Use that time to think, to adapt your strategy. Don't go into pessimistic thoughts or like, now is the end of the world. No, that is the time when only the strongest are surviving, and that is the time there is a silence on the market, in a sense of a marketing, of course, which you can use for your chance to position yourself on the market better. What that means for your marketing strategy, and when I say what that means, it means all what I presented tonight. It means that there are no rules. No rules is a new marketing rule. No rule in a sense that just try different things. So I know I highlighted that many times tonight, but if you are going to have one takeaway from this talk, think about this. When developing marketing strategy or go-to-market plan or action plan or brand strategy, be creative. Currently, really, we don't know what's working, what's not working. The Web3 industry is new, and all of us here are putting the foundation. We are seeing what's working, what's not working. Also very important, don't invent if it's already invented. See always what someone else is doing on the market. See, is there any reaction? Are there enough, replies, shares, see some content going viral, and try that. Currently, stealing, it's not stealing, it's just supporting our Web3 industry to become a mainstream. At the end of the day, that's what is the most important, right, for all of us. Also, earned marketing is a new marketing. Earned marketing means social proofs. Earned marketing is not your channel, that's own marketing. Earned marketing is when someone else starts promoting you. For example, user reviews or comments or any kind of social proof, like product review. That's earned marketing, and that is what is selling at the moment. So it's it's already visible, and especially in the last 1 year, when someone raises a lot of money, they put plenty of money into marketing, right? And they are doing crazy work, and they are everywhere, and they are sponsoring, etc. But that doesn't mean that people will trust that brand. They will trust the brand with the experience, two-way communication, and when they say, and others are starting believing in your product when they see from other users. I mean, let's be honest. At the end of the day, a recommendation is still the best marketing tactic. When I meet someone here and someone is telling me, you know, I eat the best in that restaurant around the corner, I go there. I don't search on a map, even though I saw plenty of ads on the internet. So try, and this is also super connected with the community. You need that open communication. You need to hear them, because at the end of a day, you need them to promote you. And technically, we could call this fragmental marketing. It means that if 5 of us knows about some product or have some good experience and want to recommend, we recommend to 5 more people. And then each of those 5 new people recommend to other 5 more people, and have that image in mind, and support people, and your marketing strategy should be based that way, should be communicated that way, that you support your users how to communicate further, how they can recommend you further. And let's see also one more important example of what I'm talking.
I call it the wheel.
I don't think so. What does it do?
It rolls.
Yeah, so does a bagel, okay? A bagel you can eat. One of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Brother David, behold, the fork. I got 10 forks right here, baby! Am I right?
My lord?
What is it?
A toilet, my lord.
A toilet? You expect this court to do its business inside? We're not animals. We go outside like humans.
It's coffee. It's new.
Oh, it's awful.
You don't like it?
I'm all jittery and feel like I got a big job coming on.
Hancock, you sign first. No king! Gentlemen, have you taken leave of your senses?
The people shall have the right to vote.
Even the stupid ones?
Yes.
Stupid people vote?
Yes.
Edison, can I be honest with you? It stinks. Does your wife know what's going on here?
She knows I go to work.
You're wasting your time, and it's sad. You might as well put the dishes in the shower.
Hey, Catherine, what's cooking? We're putting a man on the moon. Are you out of your mind? I can't even get tuna without celery. Nobody's going to the moon, ever.
Why not?
It's too far. It's far. It's really far. It's far.
我々の未来はポータブルミュージックです。
バカかバカかわかるだろうわかるだろうわかるだろう出て行けみんないるのか怖いんだバタリがいつも言えるぞバタリどこバタリ
Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff. Never.
Don't be like Larry, right? Try different things. Be brave. Investigate. Explore. And I mean, that's what Web3 is about. I'm Anita. I'm coming from Rezolut, as you know. Here you can scan and be in contact with me. And I'm still not going anywhere. I'm open for your questions, and I would like to discuss. I mean, if you're having some trouble making marketing decision, or if you have some idea but you're not sure will that work or not, let's try to answer. Yes, please. Let me see. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So collaboration announcements with other protocols, and then Terra happened, and we were going to start like in a week from now.
Okay.
like, would this be a good time to do that? Because we've now decided kind of to delay it a little bit and look at what the market is doing, because it otherwise might...
Are you announcing something else or just a partnership?
Partnerships. So there, like, it would be a month in which, like, every few days we would announce a new partnership, and the way that we are going to integrate these other protocols into ours.
Okay, then it's not late. So you can announce it and just make sure that you connect your people with their team, and you first propose everything. So draft that announcement inside your team and then share it to them. And also go a step further, also draft a social media post and visuals and provide to them. Take initiative. Why it's not late? Because if your partnership is having a vision, you are doing a plenty of different things within, you know, next month, 2 months, then you would need a little bit more time. But even then, I mean, currently Web3 is super fast. No one is keeping information in mind more than 2 days, so just make it, you know, more important is to remind people. So after 3 or 4 announcements, partnership remind people by publishing a post with, again, 4 logos of the last 4 partnerships. And also, if you're in a good connection with the partner side, you can also work on an article with the quotes, who are telling why this partnership is important for them, and then your team can use those quotes and article for a plenty of different things. Social media, this and that, website.
If I may, like a small follow-up question, like
Absolutely.
The news, like the whole crypto tumbling down right now.
Yeah.
Would that have any impact on when we do these announcements? Like, would you say wait just a few more weeks, or do it immediately in June? It doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't have impact. I mean, it will have impact only if the partner or your side is somehow fucked totally. Otherwise, it's okay. You know, just keep the positivity, keep the vision, and use the silence on the market for promotion.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
To you too.
Yeah, from a project's perspective, what's your top 3 tips for marketing in a bear market?
Hit me hard, please. From a project perspective, top 3 things.
Top 3 tips for marketing
tips.
In a bear market.
Okay. We would like to know. Be flexible. So, of course, you need to put some plan in place, right? Marketing vision, some small strategy. Don't stick to it completely. Revisit every week or bi-weekly. Change the things because channel change. Like the vibe on the market change. So just be flexible. Second, don't spend too much. Keep the money, you know, who knows how long market will be. And the third, keep reminding your people, keep them positive. I mean, that's important for your marketing team, because if they go to some, you know, small depression or whatever, community can recognize that vibe through the communication, through the articles, etc. So those would be top 3. Thank you.
Could you give us an example of a classic marketing tactics that failed spectacularly in Web3?
Classic. There is no classic at the moment, you know. I mean, we recognize some patterns, but again, everyone is adding some element, but classic. Ask Me Anythings are classy. Having Discord is classy. Previously that was Telegram. But I'm always telling, don't just pick what others are using, test it. Have both. Try one, try another, and then bring your people where it's working for them. I don't know, I mean, classy, having Twitter. Can you maybe narrow me a bit with your question? Because really nothing is classy at the second. I can just repeat you what the majority of projects are using as a tactics, if that's...
Classic.
Classic?
Yes, as in traditional marketing.
Aha, okay, sorry. PR is a classic one, still used in the Web3. So, beside that, having a relation with, you know, your investors and the partners, website. So those are the classic. I mean, we are mixing. Of course, we use everything what was used. I used to tell it's not a new marketing. It's just much more tools which you can use to experiment. Nothing changes. Not like we won't use what previously worked. Use it. You know, influencer marketing as well. Of course, it's one of the top and most important tactics. So I hope I answered. We can also continue a little bit later if you want to discuss. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. First I wanted to say, hvala ti, izvrsna prezentacija. Fakat sam puno
Hvala.
naučio. So what I got from your presentation is that the companies, they should not be afraid to try new stuff.
Exactly.
And so my question is, what kind of orthodox marketing activities have you tried and how successful they were?
Okay. Those are mostly in the NFT field. So, yeah, just to confirm, orthodox in a sense, yeah, unknown. Okay. So in the NFT field, we are constantly exploring new things. So the very last one we tried is for 20 days doing a successful NFT drop and putting all our team members there and then mixing guerrilla with the community building and with paid advertising. And it was crazy because the paid advertising didn't went well because of the regulation. So we needed to try through personal accounts of the C-level. I mean, it doesn't sound so orthodox, but it is in practice because, you know, individuals, then you need to put yourself and talk and use the tone of voice as a C-level. Then it's also, for example, doing on Twitter campaign. Imagine now you are posting for 10 days. And this is something which is currently working, exclusivity. So imagine posting for 10 days, and then you tell to community, in the next 40 minutes, our VIP group on a Discord will be open for everyone to join, but you need to find the password. And then you hide this password as a symbol or on a visual, something, and they need to connect and use that in order to join the VIP group. So, yeah. To you too.
Okay. Hey, thanks a lot.
Ciao.
I've got one question. Influencers and calls being more and more important, right?
Yeah.
So there comes the question, what would you recommend to measure their quality? Because it's becoming harder and harder. Any available software tooling out there is mostly focused to accounts up until, let's say, 100K.
Yeah.
What would you recommend for anything going above that number?
Yeah. First, what I would recommend, don't contact them if you don't know them. First, you will spend time to check, are they who they are, you know, because they are stealing identity and selling. Second, they will give you overpriced price. It will be much expensive for you. So try to be connected with other projects and what's working for them. You see what the results, you know, influencers provided for that project, and then contact them through them as a referral. Additionally, I would suggest that you don't go with huge influencers immediately. You can mix small influencers, even 10K members. If they have a good vibe, you know, and communication with that community, it's more likely you will have better results than with the big influencers. Third, I mean, don't, please. I mean, it's up to you to make a decision, but it's advised not to activate influencers who are sponsoring some big companies. So if you see the influencer is open, if someone puts some big bags there, you know, they will put it on a banner and wear the t-shirt. all the way where they're promoting your product. Don't do that. So do the due diligence, trust to influencers who previously work with products you know and brands you know, and start small. And then, see and optimize. Because for the big influencers, you then need to have something huge. Like, is that a product launch? Is that, I don't know, integration to some blockchain or some huge partnership? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, good. I mean, I'm around the place, so please, whenever you see me, just come by and I will be happy to discuss about marketing, especially with some beer. Cheers, everyone. Thank you.